So, we've got a number 1 deluxe meal. Is there anything else I can get you?
Yeah, I'd also like a good night's sleep. Maybe something like the I didn't struggle all night with my uncomfortable CPAP mask.
Sir, I think what you're looking for is Inspire. It's an implant that works inside your body to treat sleep apnea without a CPAP.
Come on!
He sounds hangry. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you, and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
The Shark Deck.
I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. I got to tell you, I do record a bunch of these back to back. They're a lot of fun to do. I'm still laughing about the one the other day from the mushroom bread, in case you missed that one. Once again, we have McDonald's secret menu items. I don't know what it is about this podcast, always McDonald's stories. This comes from a McDonald's employee who said, for secret menu items, what tends to matter for availability is not the owner, it's the on-duty manager and the location of the store. There is no secret menu, really. What these are menu hacks, combinations that aren't on the menu but are possible with the ingredients found around, and some are more ingenious than others. He says customers can maximize their chances by visiting McDonald's near a college or high school, as those workers are more likely to go along. You know, you get the teenager doesn't care. He added, if you go anytime after 7 o'clock, you'll have better luck than during a lunch period, is when lunch is busy, and there's more rule-savvy managers on duty. All right, so you pile into the McDonald's at 9 at night and the teenager doesn't care. One secret menu item is the McKinley Mac. What's that? It's a Big Mac with quarter pounder meat. He said it's kind of expensive, but basically any store will do it, as far as I know. The employee says customers sometimes order a grilled cheese by asking for a plain cheeseburger with no meat. He says if you ask for this, look at the receipt. If the cashier was new, you'll see "Ask Me" written on it, but if they knew it was coming, you'll just see plain, no regular meat or something like that. Quality will vary based on how hot the bun was versus how cold the cheese was. I personally don't suggest it, but if you want a grilled cheese, technically that's one. There's also something called the McGB. I don't want to tell you what GB stands for because it's quite naughty and involves a group. Leave it at that. He says it's only generally going to happen in a college town with a lax manager because of its name, and they don't want other sensitive customers to be hearing those naughty, naughty words. If you want a McGB, you're better off just asking for a McChicken and a McDouble and put it together rather than saying that naughty name. For other McSandwiches, generally the same rules as the McGB. Sometimes you'll get a hit, sometimes not. If not, you'll just be told, order them separately, put them together yourself. One user said, I used to make a quadruple cheeseburger on my own out of 2 doubles. I was tempted to ask them to do it for me and save the extra bread. Another user said, I was drunk and ordered a McDouble with 6 extra patties and 6 extra slices of cheese. It cost me $9. Now, I'm not saying he's a gold digger, but Darren Kemp pulled a stone weighing 10 pounds. More than half of it is gold. There's a photo of this. It looks like he's a gold miner from the 1850s. This rock is gigantic. He told CNN, when it hit my hand, my jaw dropped with it. It was incredible. A once-in-a-lifetime find. He runs Lucky Strike Gold, which runs recreational prospecting trips into the gold-containing regions of Australia, known as the Golden Triangle. I wonder if this is just for publicity, but then again, how do you fake a 10-pound gold rock? Who knows? Congrats. Good news for Felix the dog and his friend Cinnamon the goat. They were dropped off by animal control who had taken them from a house whose owner had been hospitalized, and there was no one else to look after the dog and goat. The shelter realized the two were a special situation when they first tried to separate them. Cinnamon the goat was very upset. She was bleeding and calling out to the dog. She was so stressed and frantic, we realized we had to keep the goat and the dog together. Generally, the shelter doesn't take in farm animals, and after 10 days, they told the owner, hey, you got to take the animals back, but he never did. So they put up an adoption notice. The goat and the dog spent every hour together at the shelter, except for when they ate. Cinnamon hates being apart from Felix, but if they ate side by side, the bulldog would eat the goat food. Cinnamon likes nothing more than cuddling with Felix the dog or romping around the dog yard, even though it's AstroTurf. Felix is capable of spending time away from his goat pal, but he returns. He always gives Cinnamon a bath with his giant bulldog tongue. One of the shelter workers said, it's a weird duo, but it works for them. Who are we to judge? They obviously love each other. Good news, somebody has adopted them together. Congratulations, Cinnamon and Felix. Most animal shelters will tell you it's easier to get dogs adopted than cats, so the Wayside Waifs did something that got international attention, and it found many of their cats a forever home. They posted a video on TikTok with some of the cats up for adoption. It got over 1 million views. Thanks to the video, all but 2 of the cats were adopted. I feel awful for those 2 cats. One of the shelter workers said, we have comments from Brazil and the Philippines and the UK and all these amazing places. They'll be looking for fun ways to come up with their next adoption video. And a 10-year-old girl made what her mom thinks is the sassiest card ever, complete with the words, "You love vodka." Jordana received the gift and was thankful and said she doesn't drink vodka. She talked to people at the school and the teacher that helped create the card. Jordana, the mom, said she had the card behind her back and was quite giggly, and she handed it to me, and I was like, oh my, it was really unexpected. I did a nervous laugh like, have you actually done this? I was quite shocked, but I didn't mind because it's quite funny. She's outgoing and funny. She was proud of it. She said the teacher said it was great, and it helped her to cut the bottle out of the stick on the front. It was just getting worse. Not only she made the card, but she'd involved teachers to bring attention to the fact that she's done this. We had a parents' evening, and the teachers thought she was great. They thought she thought outside the box, and it was really funny. But why, if the mom doesn't drink vodka? I don't know what's going on here. That's your 5 good news stories for today. Follow the show for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your shows. You have a great day.